For today's cup of coffee, also known as paradankness.
Paradangness. Paradangness.
Yeah.
Oh!
This comes from Daily
I hope you
Mail.
enjoy the paradangness.
Yes, I hope that these people don't have earbuds in.
Oh no. Headphones recommended with the paradangness.
Oh, God. I don't know.
Headphone destroyers.
Ear,
Earbud.
yeah.
Eardrum destroyers.
Mm-hmm. This is from Daily Mail by Fiona Jackson, May the 2nd of 2023.
What is the topic of today?
We're getting to that. This is sort of a follow-up to the previous cup because that's what's been in the news. This is what's been in the news lately, and
May you remind me
sometimes
what the previous cup was?
We're cutting edge. It'll come to you. Let me get into this. It'll come to you, I promise. Scientists at the University of Texas at Austin have trained an artificial intelligence, AI, to read a person's mind and turn their innermost thoughts into text. That's not disturbing at all.
Oh, that's not disturbing at all. So it's almost like the brain chip thing.
Sort of,
what
kinda.
we talked about.
Yeah, sort of, kinda. And 3 study participants listened to a series of stories while lying in an MRI machine while an AI decoder analyzed their brain activity. They were then asked to read a different story or make up their own, and the decoder could then turn the MRI data into text in real time. And the breakthrough, I lost my place, the breakthrough raises questions about mental privacy, as it could be the first step in being able to eavesdrop on others' thoughts.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eavesdrop on anybody's thoughts. Those are people's thoughts.
Right. It's how they're trying to process life and everything. And just because you have a thought does not mean that you have to entertain that thought, nor does it mean a single thought is representative of an individual.
Right.
Anyhow, lead author...
Thoughts are like farts in a whirlwind.
Yes. That's exactly how they are, and they come and go just as quickly. The lead author, Jerry Tang, said he would not provide a false sense of security by saying that the technology might not have the potential to eavesdrop on people's thoughts in the future, and said it could be misused now.
Yes, it very much can.
But he said, quote, "We take very seriously the concerns that it could be used for bad purposes, and we want to dedicate a lot of time moving forward to try to avoid that. I think right now, while the technology is in such an early state, it's important to be proactive and get a head start on, for one, enacting policies that protect people's mental privacy, giving people a right to their thoughts and their brain data. We want to make sure that people only use these when they want to and that it helps them," end quote. Now, what would be the need of this?
What would be the need of it?
I mean, honestly, now the brain chips where people had difficulty communicating and different things like that, I can understand that.
What would be the need in monitoring anybody's thoughts? Exactly.
Unless it is one of that Black Mirror episode.
This is literally Black Mirror come to life.
Yeah, it's spooky shit. Indeed, the technology is not posing threats to privacy yet, as it took 16 hours of training before the AI could successfully interpret a participant's thoughts. But doesn't this thing teach itself?
Yeah, doesn't it? So that means it very much can become ready very, very soon.
It says even after the 16 hours, it could not replicate the stories that the people were reading or creating exactly, but it just captured the main points. For example, one person listening to a speaker say, quote, "I don't have my driver's license yet," end quote, had their thoughts translated as, quote, "She has not even started to learn to drive yet," end quote. Okay, that is different, but it's still kind of close. Participants were also able to sabotage the technology using methods like mentally listing animals' names to stop it reading their thoughts. The study, published in the Nature Neuroscience, reveals that the decoder, which uses language processing technology similar to ChatGPT, the AI chatbot. ChatGPT has been trained on a massive amount of text data from the internet, allowing it to generate human-like text in response to a given prompt. The brain has its own alphabet, composed of 42 different elements that refer to a specific concept, having difficulties with the wordage today.
It's all right.
Like size, color, or location, and combines all of this to form our complex thoughts. Each letter is handled by a different part of the brain, so by combining all the different parts, it is possible to read a person's mind, or so they're saying. The U.S.-based team did this by recording MRI data of 3 parts of the brain that are linked with natural language while participants listened to 16 hours of podcast. We've got over 16 hours worth of... We got much more than 16 hours of content here.
We got way more.
Oh yeah, you could sleep for weeks and months too. All that we've created. The 3 brain regions analyzed were the prefrontal network, the classical language network, and the parietal temporal occipital association network. The algorithm was then given the scans, which compared patterns in the audio to patterns in the recorded brain activity. It was able to pick up what the person was thinking about half the time. And this is still early in this technology here.
This is not good.
No, it's not good. That meant it produced text which closely and sometimes exactly matched the words people were listening to, working this out using only their brain activity. The technology was also able to interpret what people were seeing when they watched silent films or their thoughts when they imagined telling a story. Just imagined it. Unlike other mind-reading technology, it works when people think of any word and not just those from a set list, although it struggles with pronouns like he and I. It detects activity in language-forming regions of the brain instead of how someone is imagining moving their mouth to form specific words. Dr. Alexander Huth, H-U-T-H, Huth,
Alexander,
a senior author of the study, said, quote, the Huth?
Wait, the Alexander.
Okay, it didn't have it down. It was the Huth.
It's not the...
It could be Huth.
The Alexander and the Huth. Alexander Huth.
Yeah. What?
Alexander, not... Alexander. What happened to Alexander?
I don't know.
Alexander Huth.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's senior author of the study and said, quote, "We were kind of shocked that this worked as well as it does. This is a problem that I've been working on for 15 years, end quote. The researchers say the breakthrough could help people who are mentally aware yet unable to speak, like stroke victims or those with motor neuron disease. Silicon Valley is very interested in mind-reading technology, well, no shit, which could one day allow people to type just by thinking the words they want to communicate." Oh yeah, Google having this is not scary at all.
Yeah. That's totally not scary.
Elon Musk's company, Neuralink, is working on brain implant which could provide direct communication with computers. Why do they always have to throw Elon Musk in this?
I mean, because he's like a big face in this.
Yeah, but the thing is, the company that we covered on the previous cup, which was based in Utah and called BlackRock, which they need to rebrand that and rename themselves quickly.
Yeah.
Were the ones that had already done the implants while Musk is still waiting for approval to even start trials.
Yes.
So they always throw his name out there. I guess it is just because people recognize the name. But new technology is relatively unusual in its field, reading thoughts without using any kind of brain implant so that no surgery is required. While currently it requires a bulky, expensive MRI machine, in the future people might wear patches on their head which could use waves of light to penetrate into the brain and provide information on blood flow. This could allow people's thoughts to be detected as they move around. Dr. Huth added, for a non-invasive method, this is a real leap forward compared to what's been done before, which is typically single words or short sentences, end quote. Now, where the one about the brain chip was not, not that frightening, this one is.
Yeah. This one is mega
Uh-huh.
scary.
Yeah, it really is because, everybody has had that experience, or most people have had that experience that have either one of the smart TVs or a smartphone or even the microphone on your computer, any of that stuff. People have had the experience of talking about something in the room, not searching, but have whatever they were talking about, you had recommendations show up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we have, on occasion, had stuff like that occur just when we were thinking it.
And people will say, oh, it's not just because you were thinking it or just because you were talking about it. It's usually because you were also looking it up and just forgot about it or whatever.
No.
And it's like, no, a lot of the time, it's you were just talking about it the one time
Right.
and it literally shows up.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, and just thinking about things.
Yeah.
One of the comments on this was great, and the individual had said that they had unmedicated ADHD for the AI to have fun with that, and I thought, yeah,
I would love.
and the ADHD will conquer the world.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine an ADHD AI.
Mm. Well, the thing is, I can
That
see
would be like a virus for an AI.
hell, ADHD causes us to glitch in some ways because
Like I said, ADHD would be like a virus for an AI.
Coffee slurp, coffee mug talk. I can see that. I could see that because there's no way it is the difference between, well, divergent thinkers and linear thinkers.
Think, if they had to program mental disorders, they're technically programming viruses.
That could be a really cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because let's face it, to our knowledge, computers, AI, and all this stuff is based on logic, correct?
Right?
Right. So if you do have divergent thought, which branches every conceivable way, worse on some days than others, rather than convergent thought,
Yeah.
it very well could cause it to blow a gasket,
Yeah.
which could be a fabulous thing. So it's already a matter of trying to defeat the computer overlords before they get a total foothold in all this.
I mean, you haven't seen Detroit Become Human, have you?
Do what?
Detroit Become Human.
Now I've heard stories that it's become very dehumanized lately, but anyhow, what is it that you're referring to?
It's a video game. It's about AI that
Oh,
has
okay.
become very human-like.
Mm,
Almost indistinguishable between humans.
I think those are called sociopaths or psychopaths. They look human, but they have
No. But they actually like have empathy.
That's not possible. That is a human trait.
That's the thing. It's like they become human somehow.
Yeah, but
It's like they become so human-like. It's like in a way they do become human. It's like they become human, like they somehow get a soul.
No, that comes from God.
That's the thing. It's like somehow like a soul.
No, that's sort of like a replacement type thing, and I don't think God's going to do that. If he was going to do that, he'd have done
That's
that
the thing.
centuries
It's
ago.
a weird. It's not quite like that, but.
And so you said this is a video game?
Yeah, it's a video game. But It's a really, really intense, deep story.
It sounds like one of these transhumanist type things that you can be human but not quite, but still be human. That's not how that works. There's a whole lot of things today that
And the
is
final thing,
pretending to be something they're not.
it was like she had to be, like, the thing that was really like the danger zone with her was the fact that she like called out that she was scared.
Right. Well, didn't one of the
And that was
AI
like, nah,
things,
y'all can't say that you're scared. Y'all are not allowed to feel.
didn't one of the AI things recently had said something other about, had mimicked some kind of an emotion?
Yeah.
Just because something says it has an emotion, what that very easily could manipulate the emotions in humans.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that the thing has emotions. So this is a huge rabbit hole.
But it was because of how realistic it was.
Realistic in what way? Just because it looked like a human and
Yeah.
talked like a human.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's a lot of
Like,
it.
you
It
just had
still
to see
did
it.
not make it human. There are
I
certain characteristics and traits. Yeah,
I get that.
yeah, and there's a lot of people that want to replace humans.
Yeah.
They want to make people in their own image instead of accepting us as God made us.
Yeah.
That's frightening.
Mm-hmm.
That's going on lots of places. I also,
Absolutely is.
a story that I had read today, but that we will not cover, was how that they were watching what a rat saw real time through, I don't know if that was a brain chip or whatever. I did watch the video, but that was kind of weird.
That's weird. No,
The world through rat eyes.
we are going too far.
Yeah.
Seriously, we are going way too far in technology. We have already gone way too far. We
Yeah.
have been way too
And
far.
this is what happens without morality and ethics. And that you've got people, just because you can do a thing does not mean you should do a thing. And you've also got people that have no forethought. That it's like, okay, if I do this, what could be the long-term consequences of it?
But things are being cleared out. As we speak, things are being cleared out.
Well, things are being known.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that's being revealed.
Things are being revealed. Things are being destroyed. People are being dethroned. People are dying.
Well, people are making clear-cut choices.
Yes.
That's one of the main things.
Big
it's like,
things
which side are you on?
happening.
And I'm not talking politics or anything else.
I'm talking about
It's a matter of
here.
humans or not.
I'm talking about everything here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, there's lots of stuff going on. Anyhow, as far as the thought police, and that's exactly what this is. This is a forerunner to the damn thought police.
Yeah.
It's some scary shit. We are in perilous times.
Yeah. We absolutely are. But there is a glimmer of hope.
Okay.
There is.
Okay. And I need to hold on to that, and I need to be reminded of that some days because, yeah, I think we all need that. We all need to be reminded
There's
and
always
to
hope.
encourage each other. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Pandora's box.
Always hope. There's always hope.
Do you remember the story of Pandora's box?
Yeah?
When she opened it, and that was because she wouldn't listen. All this other stuff escaped. And there was one little voice, remorse because she had let loose all this evil in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And one little voice from the corner of the box, and it said, "Don't forget about me." And she looked, and what was left was hope. Yeah. So these are things that we can use to remind ourselves and each other.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Final thoughts?
Hope. Keep hope. I like to keep hope. We
I
all
like
need
to.
hope.
We do. But it's also a matter of being aware.
Keep hope and joy. You can be aware and still keep hope.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a matter of
still be optimistic. As optimistic as you can be.
Well, it's just like when you're getting ready to play sports and what you do is study the strategy of the other team. That doesn't mean you have to go in and just blind against the other team.
No.
Allergy season still. Right. You see them. You see their strategy. You develop a game plan.
Yeah.
But you have to be aware of what they're capable of. So, if you've had experiences with the paranormal, the supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, I have no clue why the allergies hit right as we're getting ready to record. I don't know why. You reckon I'm allergic to the microphone cover?
I mean, it hit mid-recording for you.
It's styrofoam, or no, it's foam is what it is.
It hit mid-recording for you.
It did.
So it's okay.
So,
it's all right.
The throat clearing. I'm not the only one's doing it at this point in the year.
It's all right. It's all right.
But you can email us cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com.
I think it's just like this point of the day, honestly.
It could be,
but
because we record in the evenings.
In this point of the season.
Oh God, yeah.
Too, because it's just.
It just
what
is.
kind of fuckery is this?
Absolutely. Email address will be in the description box, as will the link to the article.
Yeah, and if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all and have a good.
Know that you're loved.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is something that no machine can replicate.
Yeah.
And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.